Hi, welcome back to another show. My name is Jeetu Jason, and you're watching Impact India. Let's talk about the dynamics of power. Why a small group will always win over a larger group as long as the small group is active, organized, committed, and slightly more intolerant than the larger group. A small group will always win, hands down, every single time, forever. Gopal Patha, he was able to turn Direct Action Day on its head with just 800 men. That's it. Shivaji was able to conquer pretty much the entire Indian subcontinent, starting with just 2,000 soldiers, which grew up to like 100,000 people or 200,000 people. Less than most influencers have followers these days. Britain, a small island country with a bunch of people, was able to colonize the entire subcontinent of India for 200 years without much hiccup. Why? Because they were more active, organized, and more intolerant than the majority. It's very difficult to organize a majority. This is true not just for conquest and colonization and land, but also true for companies. If you're a large company, it's much more difficult to be organized and nimble like a small company is. A small company is more active, organized, coordinated than a larger company. There's tremendous apathy in normal employees in a large company. They don't really care for it as much as a small group potentially can. So if you're going to start a company, if you're doing a startup, then the most important factor to note is not whether you have a talented team or not, is to check whether you have a hive mind or not. Is the team on board with what you are on board with? Are they missionaries basically like you? If they're not, then the odds of success are difficult. It's not in your favor. A small company will always win over a larger company if your small team is more active, organized, and committed to the mission than the larger company. You can take market share from them, just like you could take land from other countries or other group of people if you're more active, organized, committed, and slightly more intolerant. So in the case of companies, if you're more active, organized, and aggressive than the larger companies, you will win. You will take their market share. I believe engineering is the closest thing to magic there is on the planet. Everything is achievable through technology. If you align yourself with this philosophy 100%, okay, join my Telegram group. Let's build something. Let's take market share from these, uh, larger companies. This world is a soft target for people who are active, organized, committed, and more aggressive than the larger organizations and groups. They're sitting ducks. They're soft targets for people who are a minority but active and organized and highly committed, who think like a hive mind, who agree with each other and are on the same page, as opposed to a larger company where most employees, they're not even on the same page as the CEO. There's a big division, big mental difference between the employees and the C-suite. That is not the case in a startup. So join my Telegram group. Let's band it together and build something if you align philosophically 100% with me. If not, then please leave. This is a highly toxic place for people who are not true believers, you know? So that is my message for today. That's it for today. I will see you in the next one. Until next time, bye.